Folks, I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now. At some point recently, the President of the United States posted on Truth Social 17 times, 17 in roughly 3 hours, AI images of exploding ships, 6 nearly identical photos of a golf course, a caricature of a governor, a fantasy military portrait, and a blue reflecting pool. 17 posts in 3 hours from the leader of the free world. Michael Jordan won 6 championships. Trump posted 17 times in one sitting. Who has the real work ethic? Now, I'm asking seriously. I genuinely want to know. Now look, we're going to go through every single one of these posts today, not because I enjoy doing this, not because this is fun. I mean, okay, some of it is fun, but mainly because this is the public record of a sitting president, and somebody has to sit here and read it so that you fully understand what is happening. So buckle in, get a snack, 17 posts, let's go. So before the main event, there was a warm-up post. This one came several hours before the rest of the 17. Consider the opening act nobody asked for. Trump shared a link to a story from the justthenews.com, the headline, FBI searches Fulton County election hub in the criminal probe of the 2020 election. System alert, Trump's V78.0 has attempted to access a memory file dated November 2020. File has been reviewed, audited, litigated in 60 plus courts, and manually closed by approximately every election official in the state of Georgia. System is attempting to reopen anyway. Recommended actions, none available. System does not accept recommended action. Now, just to be clear about what is actually happening here, Trump is directing his FBI, the one currently under his administration, to investigate election offices. This is not a punchline. This is just what is happening. The punchline is that he posted it on Truth Social several hours before what would become a 17-post spree. Like a man stretching before a marathon nobody registered for. JustTheNews.com, by the way, not exactly the paper of record. But sure, let's go with that. Alright, that was the warm-up. Now it gets interesting. And here we go. The main event has arrived. Within the same minute, Trump posted 3 separate AI images about Iran. The same minute. Not 3 minutes. Not spread across an hour. The same minute. First up, drones dropping like a butterfly. I want you to really look at this image. On the left, actual butterflies floating gently into the ocean. On the right, Iranian drones exploding and falling into the same ocean. This is the foreign policy visual communications of the United States of America in 2026. Butterflies and explosions side by side. Someone made this, someone approved this, someone posted this. Monet painted water lilies. Trump posts butterfly drone comparisons. Both are artists. I will not be taking questions. Post number 3, bye-bye drones. A US Navy ship firing what appears to be bright red lasers at multiple explosions in the sky. Now, I'm not a military expert, but those are not how weapons work. Those are not lasers the US Navy operates. That is a photo of a real ship with explosions edited in using what appears to be a mid-tier graphics program from 2009. The President of the United States is posting edited ship photos with red laser beams on the internet for the world to see. Iran's foreign ministry is looking at this. Military analysts in Beijing are looking at this. And somewhere a graphic design student is filing a formal complaint. And then the third post, still within the same minute. 159 Iranian ships, 2 panels, left panel, Obama and Biden era. Iranian ships sailing confidently across the sea. Right panel, Trump era. The same 159 ships now sitting on the ocean floor. Now, here is where we have to pause the hype for a second and just deal with the facts. Iran's navy has not been sunk. Iran still operates naval vessels in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. This is an AI-generated image presenting a fictional military outcome as if it is a scoreboard posted by the president on his official social media account. Scoreboard says 159, reality says otherwise. But sure, we'll note that and move on. 3 posts, 1 minute. We have 14 more to go. Stay with me. Okay. So after the Iran AI image trilogy, there was a brief gap, a few minutes of silence, and then the golf course photos began. Look at this, just look at it. Trump National Golf Club, Virginia. A lovely aerial shot of the golf course next to a river. Green fairways, blue water, very nice, beautiful even. He posted it and then he posted it again and again and again and again and again. 6 times across roughly 27 minutes. 6 photos of the same golf course. Some of them are virtually identical. One of them appears to be taken directly off a television screen because you can actually see the broadcast graphics on it. The man took out his phone, pointed it at a TV and posted that to his official presidential account. Now, I want to be charitable here. I genuinely do. Because maybe, just maybe, he's very proud of this golf course and honestly, good for him. It's a nice golf course. Some people put their vacation photos on Instagram. Trump put 6 near identical aerial shots of his Virginia property on Truth Social while the world watches. Aww, look at him. He just loves that golf course so much. Most presidents in history have had hobbies. Lincoln had his letters. Roosevelt had his nature walks. Trump has this golf course and he wants you to see it. All 6 versions of it. Bless his heart. Now, let me just point out what was happening in the world during this 27 minutes. US forces are engaged in active operations in the Middle East. Iran is still very much a going concern militarily, and the President of the United States is posting the same golf course photo 6 times in a row. But wait, he was not done. About 10 minutes later, one more golf course photo. This time from a different angle. You can see an American flag, some stage setup in the background, a slightly different composition. As if to say, I heard your concerns about the previous 6 photos. Here is a 7th from a new angle. You are welcome. 7 golf course posts, 37 minutes, we move on. After the golf course posting spree wrapped up, there was about an hour of quiet. And then this arrived, an AI-generated image of Donald Trump standing on the deck of a naval vessel, hands clasped behind his head, watching a fleet of ships explode dramatically in front of him. On the horizon, smoke, fire, the whole thing. Now, as a completely objective observer who has absolutely no concern about any of this whatsoever, I just want to say, this is incredible. Not incredible in a good way. Incredible in the way that a science fair volcano is incredible. You look at it and you think, someone spent real time on this. Someone sat down, opened an AI image generator and typed something like, Trump on a warship looking cool while things explode, waited for the result, looked at it and thought, yes, this is the one. The president needs to see this. And then the president did see it and posted it to his official account where the world leaders can see it. Just want to say thank you, genuinely, because no political consultant, no speechwriter, no communications director in the history of this republic has ever managed to capture the essence of presidency, quite like an image of a man in a suit watching things blow up on the ocean. This is the portrait of power in our times. Hang it in the loop, put it next to Mona Lisa. It belongs there. He is not in uniform, by the way. He is in a suit and what appears to be a tactical vest on a warship, watching the explosion, hands behind his head, completely unbothered as one is. The actual US military has actual commanders who do actual things in actual conflict zones. But sure, this image on Truth Social, that works too. Posted within the same minute as the naval fantasy image. Back to back, no pause, no reflection. Just warship explosion AI image and then immediately this. JB is too busy to keep Chicago safe. Accompanied by an AI-generated image of Illinois Governor JB Pritzker sitting at a table surrounded by an extraordinary quantity of food. Burgers, pizzas, nachos, hot dogs. A jumbo-sized bucket of something in the corner, eating with both hands simultaneously. And you know what? I think this is sweet. I really do. Because look at what is happening here. The President of the United States, a man who by his own account has spent considerable time in the drive-through lanes of various fast food establishments. A man who has described his own diet in interviews with what only can be called enthusiasm, looked at the governor of Illinois and thought, I'm going to make an AI image about food. Or he's just out there at a golf course somewhere in Virginia in the middle of a 17-post spree, thinking about Chicago, thinking about JB, thinking about nachos apparently. Most people in his position would be in a situation room, but he's here on Truth Social with an AI image generator and a very specific vision. Bless his heart. We are in the home stretch and Trump is not slowing down. And about 4 minutes after the Pritzker post, Iran's Navy gets another mention. Another AI image, this time just the ocean floors, shipwrecks labeled Iran's Navy, just in case the previous images did not make the point clearly enough. The man wants to make sure you understood. Iran's Navy, ocean floor. Got it. Message received. Moving on. Then, a few minutes later, there's a UFC octagon on the White House lawn at night with fireworks and a full crowd. This is an AI render of a UFC event that is actually being planned for the White House, and he posted the nighttime version first. But wait, that was not enough. 3 minutes later, he posted the daytime version because apparently you needed to see both. The lighting options were important. The president wanted you to have the full visual experience day and night, both available limited time offer. And then the final post, the reflecting pool in Washington DC, painted blue, digitally altered to be a vivid, bright, almost swimming pool blue, posted with no caption, no explanation, just blue pool. Washington Monument in the background, Lincoln Memorial in the foreground, blue. And I respect the commitment to ending on a confusing note. Most people would wrap up with something coherent. Not this man, blue pool, good night, we are done here. So, 17 posts, roughly 3 hours, one sitting president. Final system report, Trump's V7 8.0 session complete. Post generated 17 AI images, deployed 6 golf course photos, uploaded 7, Iran references 4, caricatures of sitting governors 1, caption explaining the blue pool 0, session status unclear, reality installed still no. 17 posts, 3 hours, a golf course, some butterflies, a blue pool. Make of that what you will. I'll be here watching so you don't have to. If you have made it through all 17 posts with me, drop a comment below. Tell me which one broke you. My money is on the golf course 7 times. See you in the next one.